Hey, Nicole here. On to the last zodiac sign. This is the Pisces. So the Pisces archetype as it applies to sun, moon, rising sign especially, and as the archetype applies to your other planets as well. This is, remember, just the archetype in general, this is not just sun signs, which is probably the sign that you know as, your birthday, the 30 days or so around when you were born. So now the Pisces. Okay, Pisces is a water sign and a mutable sign ruled by Neptune. This is a watery, remember, if you watch the video on the water element, you will remember I talked about how water is the universal solvent. If you didn't watch the video, you should watch it. Pisces to me is the most watery of all the water signs, besides Cancer and Scorpio, the other water signs. Pisces is almost so watery, it's almost actually more like fog, like a pink fog, okay, or a mist. Okay, there we go. This Piscean energy, it's diffuse, and it has the ability to, just like if you had a mist, you could, or water, right? Oh, here, water in my glass, see? It takes the shape of whatever item, whatever vessel it is in, water. It takes the shape, takes that on, right? If I put a piece of wood in here, or dirt, well, I guess dirt would. If I put a rock in here, it's not gonna take shape, right? The rock is a rock. Water is fluid in it. That's the same personality with those who are water signs. They have this fluidity and this ability to feel other people out and to come and meet them, okay? Or recede a little bit so that person can kind of come and meet them emotionally. Now, add to that the fact that they're also a mutable sign, and mutable signs are the most sort of fluid, in my mind, of the three modalities. So mutable signs are very bendable, malleable. A person who's got a lot of mutable stuff in their chart many times has a hard time kind of finding direction and focus. They sort of look to other people to give them structure, to be like the glass so that they can become the water in the glass, okay? So, now, playing off of that kind of initial metaphor, let's then think about Pisces. Let's make this a little bit more down to earth, not so abstract. So with the Pisces, many times in relationships, they are self-sacrificing. They will do things that they think will bring their partner closer to them, which many times actually can push the partner away, or they can find themselves in relationships where they're with a partner that is not in unhealthy codependent relationships, where they're with maybe a narcissist or some sort of an abuser, or like a user of some kind, and their role is to be the codependent to this person, right? This narcissist or whatever. And they feel needed because they are, through this interaction between this person that's the dominant person in the relationship, the dominant personality, and they can be sort of in this submissive role, but they feel needed. And that gives them a sense of power and a sense of control over their own, their life. That's like the glass, okay? So sometimes, and also that's kind of shadow side. On the high side, they're really approaching it from this place of universal compassion. Okay, Pisces are the most sensitive, sweet, truly loving and compassionate of all of the archetypes, of all the zodiac signs. Pisces, I always equate Pisces to Jesus. Okay, so if you are a true 100% Pisces, there's a softness and a sweetness about you, and you care about people. I've got several friends that have a bunch of Pisces in their chart, and they're just those people you think of that are like, that is a good, kind, decent person. They're just loving. You feel like they would do anything for you. Again, it's that self-sacrificing. That's why I always think of Jesus, because it's this truly sacrificing yourself for the good of another human being. That's quite Piscean. Now, Neptune, the planet that rules Pisces, Neptune has to do with, rules the high, it's like you take Venus, which is love, like earthly love and romance and pleasure, and then let's raise the frequency up, several, I don't know what the word is, raise the amplitude, is that right? Is that frequency? Anyway, so up high, that's going to be Neptune. Neptune is this spiritual love, this compassion. It's that part of you that can see inside of other people and see the soul in people and love that part of them. Even though on the outside they're being a douchebag, on the inside, you see that they're really maybe hurting, or that they've been wounded, or you see that they have these incredible gifts, and that's the part of the person that you love. And that's what Pisces does. Pisces, again, like Jesus, they love the people in their lives for the parts that they see inside that maybe the rest of the world doesn't see. Now, Pisces also, they are a very sensitive, psychic, intuitive sign. Anybody who's got strong Pisces in their chart, especially if it's on their moon, especially too if they've got anything happening in their 12th house, if they've got Pisces on the 12th, they've got Pisces on any of the water signs, you're going to naturally be more in tune and intuitive to the people around you and other people's emotions, which is wonderful. But it's also, a lot of times Pisces, people will come to me and before I look at their chart, if they mention to me that they feel like they're a sponge, a psychic sponge, or they take on people's, BS, people's toxic behavior, they absorb it. That's Pisces. See, Pisces, just like water, that's this universal solvent, that's Pisces. So they have this ability to want to heal people. And so they naturally kind of will allow people's gunk and yucky emotional debris to infiltrate kind of their pure water and pollute their own emotional waters, okay? And then they end up feeling really crappy after the exchange. And this is also, but they kind of like, because they love so much and they want to give, they have a hard time just letting people go out of their lives that are toxic and not good for them. They kind of sense, well, I can heal this person. I'm like the living waters, like they really do. They think that their love can overcome, and many times they can't. Like many Pisces have this ability to love really does conquer all. So, but if it's, you don't want to stay in a situation if you're being abused or used or taken advantage of, obviously. Now let's talk, I've been beating up Pisces. I'm sorry. I love Pisces, in fact. So, high side, Pisces are creative, imaginative. They have this ability, whether it's with music or art or just even if they're not creating it themselves, they have this aesthetic gift. So remember, Venus is this lower kind of vibration or this lower frequency of kind of this appreciation of aesthetics. And so Neptune's the higher spiritual, inspired, divine appreciation. So it's like the appreciation of a really beautiful piece of music, a beautiful work of art, a photograph of nature. This is Piscean, okay? Colors too, the ocean, the beautiful things that God has created here on the earth. And even a Pisces who's like an atheist, they would consider nature to be this incredible, ordered system that's a miracle and magnificent. Even if they don't believe in a deity, they will still see nature as this, for lack of a better words, I guess, spiritual manifestation, okay, of the laws of the universe. So now Pisces also, let's see, quite romantic, ruled by Neptune. It's a romance planet. If you've got a lot of Neptune in your chart or Neptune conjunct your sun, even if you're, a Taurus or a Leo, you got Neptune conjunct your sun, you're going to feel like a Pisces. You're going to have a softness about how you express your ego. If you've got Neptune conjunct any of your planets, so conjunct your moon, any of your sexual planets, it's going to give this diffuse, again, there's that word, sort of spiritual, flexible energy will apply to whatever planet it's conjunct. So now Neptune also, because it's this kind of, like I said, this fog, this misty fog thing, Neptune rules glamour. And you look at, this is really cool. I've been doing some research lately looking at a lot of celebrities' charts because it's fascinating to see the patterns, boom, 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 like, this Neptune to the sun, Neptune to Venus, or, even people who have sun in Pisces. There is this glamour, like Elizabeth Taylor. She's got a lot of Neptune signatures in her chart. And she, of course, this beautiful, glamorous woman. And many women who have a lot of Pisces in their chart, they are like mermaids. And one of my clients, it's so cute, I always think of her as a mermaid because she does have this very kind of Pisces. She's got her sun in the 12th house. And it's this Pisces, mermaidy, watery, kind of emotional. She's like so sweet and loving, and I just want to eat her up, but the mermaid would kind of call to the sailors, and bring them to them without, just through their seductive powers of being fully in the feminine, being fully open, right? Here we go again. Here's with water and dissolving, being that solvent to dissolve other people's problems. And so it's this, and of course the feminine is the receptive, right? I mean, hello, duh. So that's what it means to be feminine. To be feminine is to be open. And so Pisces have this energy. Even if you're a man and you're Pisces, there's this openness. There's this sense of other people, that other people could get inside of you. And Pisces many times want to merge with their partner. They want a deep soul merge. So here we go. If you're Pisces, my next videos I'm going to do all the signs. It's going to be really fun. We're going to do all the signs in relationship to one another. It's going to be kind of a big undertaking, but it's going to be fun. Now, but if you're Pisces in relationships, many times, if you're in love with somebody, okay, so you're like crazy about someone head over heels, they can be clingy, I guess. I feel like that's a judgment call to use that word, clingy, but they can be where they want that merge with their partner. If you're in love with an Aquarius, someone who has strong Aquarius, strong Sagittarius, or strong 11th house or 9th house activity with their sun, their moon, or any of their sexual planets, you gotta be really careful, okay? People who have these, or even Aries, these people need freedom, and they don't want to feel like they're going to be engulfed and swallowed whole by their partner, especially if you're a Piscean woman. But also, if you're a dude that's got strong Pisces or Virgo, you got to be really careful about being too clingy and too intense on your partner's needs. Or, let me back that train up. No, be yourself, but don't go, if you're going after somebody that does not like that, then maybe you should find somebody else to go after, because you need that intense bond. That's what Pisces needs. So, all right. Also, Pisces, really quick, lastly, they are, again, compassionate. They love children. They love animals. They love anything or anybody that has been hurt or in need, or like an underdog. That's very Piscean energy. And again, they're selfless. They just really want to love. So if you've got a Pisces, give them a hug. And that's it for our zodiac signs. So questions, comments down below. And yep, we'll chit chat on the Facebooks.